It started with a voicemail. That's important, because if I'd picked up the phone when it rang, maybe none of this would have happened. Maybe I would have heard it breathing in real time, instead of replaying it over and over at 2:17 a.m., trying to convince myself it was just bad reception. But I didn't answer, and now I don't let my phone ring anymore. The voicemail came in at 1:03 a.m., no caller ID, just a blank number field and the timestamp. I almost deleted it without listening. I get spam all the time. But there was something about it. No preview, no automated transcript, just a blank entry. Curiosity won. The message was 11 seconds long. The first 4 seconds were silence. Then breathing. Not heavy, not dramatic, just slow. Close to the microphone. Like whoever recorded it had their lips almost touching the receiver. Then, very softly, a whisper. I found you. Click. That was it. No distortion, no background noise. Just that. I remember laughing, a nervous little scoff. Cute, I muttered, probably some idiot friend messing with me. But I live alone, and none of my friends are that committed. The second voicemail came 3 minutes later. This one was 20 seconds. Again, silence, breathing, but this time there was a sound behind it, a faint, rhythmic creak. At first I couldn't place it. Then I felt my stomach drop. It was the loose board in my hallway, the one that groans every time someone steps on it. I replayed it 5 times, hoping I was wrong. Creak. 2 seconds. Creak. Slow, patient, like someone pacing, in my hallway. I was sitting on my couch, phone in my hand, staring at the dark entrance to the hall that led to my bedroom and bathroom. It was empty. It had to be. I would have heard someone break in. I would have. Creak. The sound echoed from the hallway behind me. Not from the phone. From my house. I didn't breathe. My heart thudded so hard I could hear it in my ears. Creak. 1 step closer. The hallway light was off. The only illumination came from the TV screen, frozen on a pause show. Its blue glow stretched across the walls, but didn't quite reach the corner near my bedroom door, where the dark seemed thicker. I whispered, "Hello?" Silence. Then my phone buzzed again. Another voicemail. I didn't look away from the hallway as I pressed play. This one had no breathing, no creaking, just my own voice. Unsteady. "Hello?" Recorded seconds ago. From this room. The message ended with a faint sound. A sound I hadn't heard before. A wet, dragging noise, like something being pulled across the floor. Behind me. I ran. I bolted for the front door, not caring what was in the hallway anymore. Instinct took over. Get out. Get out now. I yanked the door open and stumbled onto the porch, barefoot, heart slamming. The street was empty. Still. Too still. No wind, no cars, no distant sirens. The entire neighborhood looked like a photograph. I turned back toward the open doorway, a straight line of darkness cutting through my house. And at the far end, something moved. Not stepping, not walking, unfolding, like a shadow peeling itself off the wall. I slammed the door shut. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely lock it. Another buzz. Voicemail. I didn't want to. I pressed play. No breathing this time. No footsteps. Just a whisper, closer than before. Don't leave. I just got in. And then, the sound of my front door locking. From the inside. I spun around. The lock. I had locked it, hadn't I? I grabbed the handle and twisted. It didn't budge. I looked through the narrow window beside the door. The living room light flickered on. I never turned it on. And in the reflection of the glass, I saw myself, standing in the living room, phone in hand, watching the door, watching me. Same clothes, same face, but smiling, too wide. I stumbled back, tripping off the porch and hitting the ground hard. When I looked up again, the light was off, the hallway dark, the house silent. My phone buzzed again. Voicemail. I didn't play it. I threw the phone into the yard like it was on fire. I ran. I didn't go back that night. I stayed at a motel on the highway, shaking under fluorescent lights that hummed loud enough to drown out my thoughts. I didn't sleep. At 4:12 a.m., the motel room phone rang. I didn't answer. It rang again, and again, and again. Finally, it stopped. A minute later, there was a knock at the door. 3 slow taps. I froze. Another 3 taps. Then a voice, my voice, soft. Motel rooms don't have hallway creaks. Silence. Then, right against the door, breathing. I don't remember packing. I don't remember checking out. But I drove. I drove until the sun came up, until the sky turned gray, and the world felt real again. I told myself it was stress, lack of sleep, some kind of psychotic break. Except, I didn't have my phone anymore. And yet, when I stopped for gas, the screen in my car lit up with a notification. Voicemail. 1 new message. Unknown number. I never synced my car to anything. My hands trembled as I tapped the screen. The speakers crackled. And then, the sound of my car engine idling, recorded from outside. A slow crunch of footsteps on gravel, circling, then stopping right beside the driver's side door. A gentle knock on the window, from inside the speaker. And at the exact same moment, a knock on my real window. I turned my head slowly. There was nothing there. Just the reflection of my own terrified face. But in the reflection, in the back seat, something was sitting behind me. Not solid, not fully formed, just a distortion. Like heat waves, bending the air into shapes. The shape of a person. Its head tilted. The voicemail whisper came through the speakers. I found you. I screamed and threw the car into drive, peeling out of the station without paying. In the rearview mirror, it was still there, smiling. That was 3 days ago. I haven't stopped moving since. It doesn't matter where I go. The voicemails follow. Sometimes they're recordings of me sleeping. Sometimes they're recordings of me thinking, my internal voice somehow captured and played back, whispering fears I haven't said aloud. And sometimes they're from the future. The most recent one came an hour ago. It was 32 seconds long. It started with a sound I recognized instantly, a gunshot. Then the sound of my body hitting the floor. Then silence. And finally, breathing. Close. Satisfied. I didn't say I found you, my voice whispered. I said, I am you. I'm recording this now, because I don't think I have much time left. It's getting stronger, clearer, more solid. When I look in mirrors, it doesn't lag anymore. It moves first. When I blink, sometimes it doesn't. And just now, just a second ago, my phone buzzed again. I didn't touch it, but it's playing. I can hear it from across the room. No breathing, no whisper, just footsteps, walking toward the door of the room I'm in. Slow, measured. One of the boards creaked, but I don't know which room that is, because I don't recognize the creak. And the footsteps just stopped, right outside. There's a shadow under the door. It's not moving, just standing there, waiting. My phone speaker crackles, and in perfect unison, from the other side of the door, my voice, play the next message. There isn't a next message. There's just a camera notification now. Front-facing, recording, and on the screen, I can see myself, sitting here, frozen. But behind me, the door is open, slowly, silently. Something is stepping inside. and it looks exactly like me, only darker, hollow. Its mouth opens wider than it should, wider, wider. The voicemail plays one last time. 11 seconds, 4 seconds of silence, breathing. And then, from right behind my ear, I found you. Click. If you're hearing this, don't answer unknown calls. Don't play voicemails you didn't expect. And if your reflection ever smiles before you do, run, because it's not looking for you. It's replacing you. And once it learns your voice, it doesn't need you anymore.